right, beautiful morning for football. Great weather, of course, like it always is here at UCLA. Good work. Uh, Still not working on Virginia Tech yet. Just working on our stuff today, and then Monday we'll do the same, and then Tuesday we'll get into a typical game week. We'll end it Saturday with a little scrimmage, and then we'll do a little bit Sunday, and then give them a couple days off for Christmas, and then we'll head to El Paso on the 26th. But it was great work today. Their enthusiasm was there. I think just being done with finals, having that under their belt, and knowing who we're going to play, I think it's kind of got them focused and got them excited. So it was fun to be out here today.
When you look back at last year's bowl practices and that whole process, is there anything you changed this year from that whole thing? What did you learn, I guess, from that?
I mean, we tweak it a little bit. You know, our practices are pretty consistent through the year. You know, it's not like we're going to practice differently for the bowl. You just got an extended amount of time. So what we'll do next week is go into what would be a full-scale game week. Like I said, give me a word. The end of the week, culminated with a mock game scrimmage, not live to the ground, on Saturday. It's a great time to get the young guys that don't play much a lot of work, so we kind of add periods for that. And then when we get to El Paso, we'll have another game week, which will be shortened a little bit in terms of the practice time, a little bit more sharpening things up. I think one thing you have to be careful about is that you don't, it doesn't become dull. You know, you've got to stay motivated, stay energized. And I think last year maybe we spent too much time with the young guys and not enough time on Baylor. So we're gonna get into Virginia Tech a little bit earlier.
I know this happened a couple weeks ago, but can you address the three signees that you got, Najee and Ron and Mossy?
I don't even know if I'm allowed to. Am I allowed to?
I think so. Now that they
I'm gonna wait and find out if I'm allowed to. We can talk about that Monday. All right.
How have the last 2 weeks been able to recruit and do all the kind of extraneous, the extra stuff that's not really coaching?
Well, it started about 12 hours after the USC game. You know, we had home visits that Sunday, and then hit the road all last week. Had the practice Saturday. We had officials in last weekend. Then this week we were all over the country. Ended up in Orlando to watch Anthony as part of that ESPN Awards for the Bednarik. Got in about 1:30 Thursday night. Had a root canal Friday morning at 7, and then we have official visitors in this weekend. So the NCAA's changed some rules in terms of recruiting, as you guys know, taking a couple weekends away. We've still got to be diligent with the letter writing, and you get a phone call a week. But you know, it's funny. You just have to shift gears quickly, you know, and move from coaching right into really full-time recruiting, and then be able to shift gears to come back and practice. But it's fun and it's enjoyable, and you know, it keeps you motivated.
Before last year, you hadn't been in a bowl since
Since I played, yeah.
Was that kind of a learn-as-you-go process, just coaching the team through that, or is there?
No, I mean it's just a game, you know. It's 60 minutes. The field's 120 yards long and 53 yards wide. You know what I mean? It's not. To me, it's just more structuring the practices and creating the right mindset at the right time, you know, with that longer period of time in between your last game and the next time you play. It's gauging how much contact you need to be ready to play on, you know, the day of the bowl game, because it'll be a long time since they've tackled live. So you got to be able to gauge that with, you know, making sure that you stay healthy at the same time. So, but still, when it gets right down to it, it's a football game, you know.
When you look back at that Baylor game, do you kind of, I mean, looking at what they did this year, do you kind of chalk that up as the?
I said last year many times, and nobody believed me, I said that Baylor was the best team that we played all year. I said going into the game, this is the best team I've seen all year. Not to discount anybody that we played at all last year. I said that. And they got after us, you know, and then you see what they've done this year. You know, I think they're a really good football team, and we knew that last year, and they got after us. But I think it humbled us. It created real motivation going into the off season, and I think it's carried through the season. I think our guys are really focused on you know, playing well, playing a very good Virginia Tech team, and you know, and a real goal is to try to find a way to get win number 10.
Is Virginia Tech the best team you'll played all year this year?
I haven't seen enough film of them yet. I haven't watched enough to be able to say, but you know, Baylor was really big, physical, fast.
How are AJ and David helpless?
How they're
Health-wise?
Oh, they're great. Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, we hold them out of some stuff right now, but they'll be good to go Monday. So, or at least Tuesday, they'll be full speed.
All right.
So,
Thanks, guys.
all right.
Thanks, Jim.
Have a great day.